Hello, my name is Barbara Migliaccio, and I am one of the bariatric social workers at St. Luke's Bariatric Surgery Program. Today, we're going to talk about what makes a healthy relationship. Healthy relationships grow and change over time. They are dynamic, not static. Respect is an important component of a healthy relationship. Respect is a gift that you give both to yourself and to the other member of your relationship. Respect allows for acceptance of self and acceptance of others. It validates feelings. It allows for the opportunity for different beliefs and opinions. It recognizes that each member has needs and that those needs can be different. It allows for the opportunity of privacy. Privacy for each person separately and privacy when we are together. Respect is about providing support. This is a picture of a boundary. Boundaries are also very important in a healthy relationship. This helps us to understand that there is your space and their space, but there's also a common space that belongs to both. Healthy boundaries are about where you end and I begin. They provide comfort and safety for each member of a relationship. They allow for freedom in activities. And healthy boundaries always allow for the opportunity for each person to be private unto themselves as a separate entity. An example of this would be, for instance, passwords and email accounts. This is a big issue, and knowing that you could share your password or not, or you could read email that belongs to another or not. This picture depicts two people, and clearly they're not happy. They're arguing over numbers. Finances is a major issue in a healthy relationship. In finances, each person has equal say. There should be no hidden accounts, no hidden spending. It's important for who's ever responsible to pay the bills to pay them on time. If bills aren't paid on time, you can actually impact someone's credit, and that could be important because at some time or another they may not be able to borrow as well. So you not only affect yourself, but you affect someone else. Also, nobody wants bill collectors to come. Finances also allows for joint decisions on major issues. This is a picture of the transactional model of communication. Communication exists between two people. One is the sender, one is the receiver, and we switch those roles. It's important to know that the message you send is going to may be different than the way the receiver accepts that information. That's because there is something called noise that interferes with the message. An example of noise could be when someone is speaking to you and you are thinking about an answer before they're even done. That thinking creates noise and inhibits the message from being received. Communication is about honesty. It can be a look, a touch. Communication is about seeking opinions from others. It helps to reduce conflict if you have effective and healthy communication. Communication is about compromising. If there is a conflict that should arise, it's important to understand that maybe you're each entitled to a different opinion. The example of shared responsibilities within a household is something that creates a lot of conflict. The conflict arises because maybe the laundry, the house cleaning, and food-related issues are not being discussed. Who does this work? Who should do this work? Whose responsibility is it? It's important to be able to put these issues on the table, allow for the open communication to exist. Healthy communication provides a sense of security. An example for that would be if you're waiting for someone to arrive home. It might be important to pick up your phone, email, text, or call if you're going to be late. This picture speaks everything about trust. She is trusting that she's not going to be dropped. Trust is about confidence. Confidence that the partner will be there in times of need as well as the good times. Trust is about honesty and respect that build over time. It only takes one major violation of honesty or respect to shatter trust. Sometimes trust is hard to rebuild. This picture is an example of a very intimate moment. Intimacy is important in a healthy relationship. We need to make it important. We need to set aside time to allow for intimacy to develop, and then we must cultivate it. Intimacy is more than sex. You need to keep it interesting. Allow for spontaneity. Touch frequently. Intimacy creates a psychological connection. Intimacy is not a weapon. This picture is an example of forgiveness. It might be forgiveness between the two partners. It might be learning to forgive yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. Do not hold on to anger or grudges. Do not confuse forgiveness with forgetting. Learn to apologize and meet it. Forgiveness is an ongoing commitment. Couples who can't make up, break up. It's important in a healthy relationship to allow time for fun and dating. We need this time together. So learn to schedule date nights or date days. Plan them in advance. Make them spontaneous. Regular date nights allow for a planned event. But it's also important to break the routine. Do something different. Learn to have fun together. These examples, hopefully, will help us all learn to understand the value and the importance of healthy relationships.